Good morning, everybody. My name is Janita, and today I'm going to talk about location-based mobile games, interfaces to urban spaces. A reading by Souza, Silva and Frith. The outline of the reading mainly talks about the power and control issues that emerge from the use of LDMG in public spaces, new form of sociability and filtered perception of public spaces, and how location-based control might change how we understand public spaces. Location-based mobile games allow players to filter their environment by continuously helping users control the interaction with other people and surrounding environment while also enabling new ways for individuals to be controlled. Location-aware technologies have become interfaces to public spaces, and it was built around the idea that people wanted to connect with each other in public spaces. Location-based mobile games are the perfect example to address issues of play in urban spaces. By adding physical mobility to the typically sedentary experience of video game play, this application meshed online and physical experience so that issues of sociability, power and control in playful spaces are enacted in the public spaces of ordinary life. Have you ever went to a place like a restaurant or like a new place you've never been before without checking the review first? Probably you do, but most of you, I believe, asked a friend or like Google a bit before actually went to that place. So in a sense that you not actually went to a place, just straight up go there without any information. That is why applications like Foursquare are made to include not only physical people but things, but also information attached to that place. Frequent Foursquare users repeatedly check in at the same places to maintain memberships and receive coupons and discounts that other people who are not in Foursquare are not being offered. Well, the main goal of LBMG is to identify other people and objects' location. They also provide contextual information in the form of reviews and specialized advertisement, such as restaurant recommendation, location-aware coupons, and people in their surrounding. People feel comfortable knowing that others around are like them and will likely to behave like they would. That is why checking into apps like Foursquare might disclose other Foursquare players in the surroundings and therefore make your players feel more familiar with their environment. Through ratings, comment, and feedback about that environment, players are more comfortable to and confident to actually went to that place. According to this perspective, our social spaces are no longer spaces where only face-to-face communication happens. The idea of net localities came to play as we are experiencing a shift in the way we connect to the internet. Our physical location, increasingly the types of information we access online, such as search results on Google Maps, ability to stream films, and the types of Wikipedia articles that we find. And as a consequence, it is no longer possible to address digital and physical spaces as separated and disconnected from each other. In fact, our public urban spaces are more and more embedded with networks connection. One no longer enters the web, as it is all around us. Location-based mobile games are an important part of net localities. They are the interfaces that allow us to attach information to places and retrieve place-specific information. They include not only physical people and things, but also information attached to that place. It was frequently believed that mobile technologies and remote connection would disconnect people from interaction with their surrounding environment. But it is no longer possible to ignore that any contemporary conceptualization of public social spaces need to take into consideration network connection, location-based information, and remote communication. As a consequence, not only the web, but public spaces become burstable and reachable. Public spaces then become filtered and manipulable in ways that were not possible before. Although issues of power, control, and exclusion have always been present in social spaces, the emergence of LBMGs present new configuration and challenges. Frequently, the media warn readers about the dangers of a government or corporation having access to one location, primarily when the users do not know when their location information is being disclosed to third parties. These fears are generally framed as invasion of locational privacy. However, participation in LBMGs do not often trigger complaints about invasions of privacy. Having one's location checked or monitored is often framed as acceptable and even welcome. Users of LBMGs opt in to use this application, so it is generally assumed that they are want to disclose their location to their group of peers and often to other game players they do not know. It is interesting to see the future of location-based mobile games, as the Souza or Silva and Frith conclude this reading by saying, we need to design new applications in order to understand how social interaction, including perception of privacy and surveillance, will likely change and be changed by these technologies. Thank you.